of heavyweight boxing today?
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? Let me give a shout out to Premier Boxing Channel, their official YouTube page. I was just on there and I seen they just came out with a video, Gerald Washington talking about his keys to victory. Okay, I'll leave a link to that video in the description box, so you can check it out. It's like a minute long video, but I wrote down some of the things that he was talking about in that little quick segment that he did. And the first thing he said is, can't let him bully you around. He's talking about Wilder, obviously. Can't let Wilder bully you around. So if the fight gets physical, Gerald is saying that that he will not be bullied around. And this is a type of fight. You look at him, physically, and I understand that fights aren't won on a bodybuilding contest, but like I've been pointing out, he damn near mirrors Wilder as far as his physique. I think Gerald, his legs, probably a little bit stronger in the legs. He's probably stronger physically. You know what I mean? I think I think Gerald is about 20 pounds heavier than Deontay Wilder. So he's a little bit thicker than Wilder, man. As far as their arms and chest, I think Wilder's a little bit thicker. I think Washington's a little bit thicker up top, but we know Wilder's in shape. He's in supreme shape himself too. But I think Washington's a little bit muscular than Deontay Wilder. So I'm not sure if it gets, if it gets tough in there and they get the mauling and grabbing. I'm not so sure that Deontay Wilder will just win that battle easily. But it's about throwing your hands. It's not about pushing each other around, although that physicality can come into play. Especially when guys are on the inside and they're wrestling around and trying to position their glove to let off certain punches and getting certain just get certain combinations in and being able to shift and move and just push your opponent around a little bit, bump them around with your elbows and shoulders. So that could be a role in this fight. We're going to see on fight night. Fight's a few days away. You know what I mean? The next thing he touched on, he talked about, let me see here. Take him out of his comfort zone and make him fight and step to him. Press him a little bit. Take him out of his comfort zone. Well, usually if you fight any type of fighter, if you take them out of their comfort zone, they could fall apart. You know what I mean? So how is he going to do that? I guess we're going to see on fight night. I mean, Wilder has shown me, I've seen Wilder, when the bell rings, go on his back foot. The Johann Duhaupas fight comes to mind. I just watched that one again yesterday. There's a few fights, but the one recently I just watched yesterday was the Duhaupas fight. Watched that one again. And Duhaupas went to the high guard and walked him down. And Wilder just willingly just went on the back foot as soon as the bell rang. Just willingly went on the back foot, put the jab out there. Duhaupas was trying to do his Bermain Stavern impersonation with the put up the high guard. I'm going to walk through your shots to let my shots go. Duhaupas did have some success, though. I'm not going to lie, man. He had some of his work was a little bit muddied and he was kind of smothering his own work, but he was letting some jabs bust through and some nice right hands. He actually swelled Deontay Wilder's eye up, man. So he has some success. So he tried to get past that jab, man. And his way to get past it was put up the high guard and walk through some punches. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure that's what Gerald wants to do. You know what I mean? Maybe his movement. He's gonna have to just figure out a way to make Deontay uncomfortable on fight night. So that's a game plan he's gonna come into the ring with. All right. It's just, guess we'll see how he's going to try to make him uncomfortable. If Deontay tries to be aggressive, will Gerald Washington's movement, also his jab and height and reach, will that give him problems? We'll see. Will Wilder be able to time him with a right hand the way he was able to time a tall fighter like Kelvin Price? That's what he did to Price, man. That right hand that initially knocked Price down. Wilder threw out the jab as a little filler jab, and he timed Price because Price kept circling the same exact way the whole fight. He just kept circling the same way. Wilder just timed it. Although Price was using the jab and flicking it, his movement was just predictable. Wilder threw out his little jab out there. It didn't land. He was just throwing it to make Price react. Boom, came over the top with the right hand. Price never seen it. All right, so the next thing that Gerald Washington talked about, he says, work on inside, outside, do both, use ring, make his punches count. Yes, you do want to make your punches count, man. because we can argue that Wilder probably has better one punch power just based on the fights that I've seen, how I've seen Wilder leave dudes just unconscious. Although they're not, world class rated guys, some of the guys he did leave unconscious. He just seems as if his punching, he has more devastating one punch power. That's what I'll say. But they're both big guys, you know what I mean? So if the other guy's not prepared and he gets hit with a punch he doesn't see coming, both these guys can go to sleep. That's just my opinion. I've seen Wilder buzz before against Molina. You know what I mean? Like I said, Dupe was able to swell him up a little bit, bust his eye up. So, he's not like he's invincible. You know what I mean? And Washington, to Wilder's credit, Washington hasn't been in with somebody that has that type of dangerous power. Although Mansour, I did see him put Fred Cassie to sleep, and Mansour can be a dangerous puncher. I just don't think just his style, I think Mansour was anticipating, Washington was anticipating Mansour coming in, trying to land those heavy shots, trying to get in close, so he kept the jab on him. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out, being that Wilder also wants to put hands on you, but he's fighting from a longer range. Obviously, he's a taller, more rangier fighter than Amir Mansour. All right. Then the last thing that he talked about was, just pretty much there's two big guys in there, and he believes this fight will end in KO. And we know that Washington, a lot of people look at him like a fighter that wants to stay on the outside and just win on points. But Washington knows, man. He knows that this fight's going to end by KO. And I believe that he believes that he needs a KO to win this fight. I don't see him winning any type of close decisions in Alabama. Just not going to happen. You know what I mean? I just did a video today. Huey Fury, father Peter Fury, was talking about Huey going over to New Zealand and fighting Parker. And he was saying, like, you know what? Huey's going to have to take that title from him. I mean, he's going to have to win decisively. You're going to try to get him out of there, man. So, fight's a few days away. Gerald Washington, for what I'm hearing, seems like a good game plan. Obviously, like my man Mike Tyson would say, everybody has a game plan till they get punched in the mouth. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's going to happen on fight night. But from, just listening to him, sounds like a good plan. Sounds good. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see on fight night, man. It's going to be a good fight, man. I'm going to do a few more videos, man, up until the day of the fight. Just throwing this video out there, just seeing this interview with Gerald Washington, man. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think Gerald Washington needs to do? Do you think this is just total wrong strategic type of plan? Do you think he's going to fail with this plan? Do you think this is the perfect plan? Do you think he needs to add more? Let me know what you think. I'm out.